All right, yeah. So like I was saying, getting ahead on the bills it takes a long time to do that. Once you get like wiped out financially once, like, and wiped out doesn't mean you don't have a cent to your name. It means that you went below, earning below your cost of living. You know what I mean? That's what wiped out is now. You know what I mean? It's always probably been that, but you know, where you just slowly start falling behind, right? And it's very hard to get ahead from that, but you can do it. But you have to, like, you got to do without. You got to suffer. You got to bust your ass, right? And that's not always the easiest thing. So the second comment I wanted to address was charging my clients. How much should, like charge your clients a little more when you pull out the chainsaw, because that's why you're poor all the time. Well, it's a catch-22. Shh. Quiet. Because here's what you do. You got to think of, don't bite the hand that feeds, right? So when you have a regular client, you charge them whatever you charge them. Sometimes you might charge them for fuel and stuff like that, but you don't charge them more for different jobs, because you're technically, you're going to be working for them constantly, right? So 20 bucks an hour is not bad when all your debts are paid, right? When your debts are not paid, it's not enough. Like 20 bucks an hour is the new $10 an hour. You know what I mean? Like our money is halved because of the inflation and all that. And I won't get into all that. People know what's going on, if you're paying attention at all. But what is happening is that, there's a barrier that people will pay. And that $20 limit is kind of most of what people will pay. Yes, there are people that will pay more for specialty jobs, but ongoing, they won't keep a guy at 30 bucks an hour if they can get a guy for 20 bucks an hour, right? They might keep a guy at 20 bucks an hour even if they can get a guy at 15 an hour if they got a good guy, a good worker, you know what I mean? So I don't charge my clients extra when I pull out the chainsaw, but I don't take on jobs that are so fantastical that would require me to charge that much. The only thing I might charge them extra is fuel, because it's like, wow, I'm gonna be cutting all day. I don't want to be working just for fuel for you, you know what I mean? and you don't even have to explain that to your clients. They know that already. So as far as how much do I charge for chainsawing, depending on the job, it'll be 25 to 35 an hour, depending on the job. But with the small chainsaws, I'm probably not going to get those kind of jobs, because that's usually big chainsaw stuff. Like if somebody wanted me to take that off the hydro line, I'm like, you got to call hydro, because if anything goes wrong, they will charge you. If somebody is on your property and they cut something down and it damages a hydro pole or a hydro line, you're going to get the bill. Trust me, I've talked to people that this has happened to, and you will get the bill. So there's jobs you just got to walk away from. If the tree's too dangerous to take down, and it requires like a basket lift and all that, and the client doesn't want to do it, he wants to do everything on the cheap, let him do it on the cheap, but don't you be the guy that, don't take the risk. So I know what risks I'll take. Like somebody wants me to fall a tree in there, okay, it'll take me a little while, but yeah, sure, whatever, 30 an hour, or 35 an hour, whatever, and then that way you can even say, okay, pay me 35 an hour and I take care of the fuel and everything, because that'll cover the fuel and everything, and you still gonna probably walk away with 30 bucks an hour. You know what I mean? You're not gonna burn $5 of fuel an hour probably on a chainsaw, even a big one. Maybe, if you'd have to be just go, but that's not how you work with a chainsaw unless you want to die, right? So yeah, so hopefully that kind of gives you some of the answers to some of those questions of how I do things. You got to be fair, right? You not only got to be fair, but you got to think long term too. Like, you really don't want to be upsetting people that you work for on a regular basis with different prices and stuff. Yeah, there's a surfboard. Where did that come from? I never seen that here before. Maybe it's new. Maybe it's new. But anyway, yeah, so that explains hopefully the meat stick situation. And like I say, the this all the way down, just hope it doesn't turn cloudy and start raining. And hopefully that explains the how I charge. you know, like again, offbeat jobs where it's not somebody that I work for regularly and they need something done ASAP, I charge a little more. And for those that are regular, I charge regular. Some new clients, like if I get any new clients next year, it's 25 an hour because I have to keep up with inflation too, right? But again, you have to be reasonable, right? So and the last one would be, yeah, like I say, for the meat sticks, that's my only enjoyment I have right now. But again, once that trailer is paid for, then that's no longer like then it's just a matter of getting ahead for my winter expenses, you know, or my downtime expenses, you know, because I still have to, you know, keep money, you know, like I take any disposable income I do get. This is where I differ from a lot of people is I don't, okay, I get a big handful of money, I go out and I spend it on new shoes and booze and whatever, you know, this, that, and then, oh, I got no money. No, that's not me. It's like, okay, the money I pay for the gas first. I pay for the maintenance of the truck first. I pay for my rent first. I pay for my credit card first. I pay, you know, right now, my buddy Paul for the trailer, which I'm half paid off in only a month and a half. $1,800 is a lot of money to come up with in under 2 months, right? Or around 2 months. It's probably going to take me 3 or 4 months to pay it off, but he's going to get at least another 200 this month for sure. Unless I get a nice big metal pick win or something like that. And I could give him like 600 or whatever. But either way, it you know, like, because I don't like people waiting forever to pay them back either. Because I normally never borrow money from it. Like I shouldn't have bought that trailer from Paul until I had the money. But, you know, I'm not expecting him to hang on to a trailer for that long. So I just gave him money, you know, and he knows I'm good for it. So, but I have to pay it off before, say, October or so, because after October, I might be working like a day a week, 2 days a week, whatever. And it, you know, that's going to severely hurt my income. And yeah, but after I pay off the trailer, like I say, I'll have a little bit disposable income. I might even hit jam nights again. My cousin was asking me about that. And I said, yeah, it's, you know, like right now, I said I'm, you know, just building up, you know, revenue before I do that. And hopefully in 2024, it's really hard to find, you know, I have to get to work right now, but for maybe my next video, I'll talk about my plans for 2024 and music and stuff like that, because that's basically what I live for. So anyway, you know, for entertainment wise, yeah. All right. Anyway, there we go. So have yourselves a great day, and I'll see you when I'm done all the stuff I'm going to be doing today. It's going to be a long day. Anyway, there we go.